Hey everyone, today we're in the beautiful city of Maastricht. Nestled along the banks of the River Meuse, Maastricht is a city where history whispers through cobblestone streets and modern life flows with a quiet charm. Today we leave the busy world behind and explore its heart the Dutch way on two wheels. From medieval city walls and bustling squares to peaceful riverside paths, join me as we pedal through centuries of culture, beauty, and the unmistakable soul of the Netherlands' southernmost gem. The story of Maastricht begins during the Roman Empire around 50 BC. The location of the city was chosen for a simple yet powerful reason: the River Meuse. The river was a vital transport route across northwestern Europe, and here it could be forded or crossed with relative ease. The Romans built a permanent bridge and a military settlement they called Vrijthof ad Mosem, means crossing on the Meuse. It became a strategic point along the Roman road from Cologne to the North Sea, hosting traders, soldiers, and craftsmen. Archaeological remains of Roman baths, roads, and temples still whisper of this era beneath the streets of the modern city. In the 4th century, Maastricht became an early center of Christianity in the Low Countries, thanks in part to Saint Servatius, the city's first bishop and a revered missionary. After his death in 384, his burial site became a pilgrimage, eventually marked by the Basilica of Saint Servatius, one of the oldest surviving churches in the Netherlands. By the Middle Ages, fortunes of Maastricht were shaped by a rare political arrangement. It was jointly governed by the Prince-Bishopric of Liège and the Dukes of Brabant, a condominium rules that gave the city unique freedoms and obligations. This shared sovereignty made Maastricht a center of trade, crafts, and religious life. The medieval period also saw the construction of city walls, watchtowers, and the network of underground tunnels that still fascinate visitors today. In 1275, the old Roman bridge collapsed under the weight of a procession, allegedly killing 400 people. A replacement bridge, funded by church, was built slightly to the north and survives until today, the Sint-Servaasbrug. Throughout the Middle Ages, the city remained a center for trade and manufacturing, principally of wool and leather, but gradually economic decline set in. After a brief period of economic prosperity around 1500, the city's economy suffered during the wars of religion of the 16th and 17th centuries, and recovery did not happen until the Industrial Revolution in the early 19th century. From the 16th to the 18th centuries, Maastricht was one of the most heavily fortified cities in Europe. Its strategic location made it a military prize during the 80 Years' War between Spain and the Dutch Republic. The French, under Louis XIV, captured Maastricht in 1673 with the help of military engineer Vauban, who modernized its defenses. The city would change hands multiple times in subsequent centuries, enduring sieges and occupations by Spanish, Dutch, French, and Austrian forces. The 19th century brought a new chapter. Industry arrived with peace. Maastricht became a center for ceramics, glass, and paper production, home to iconic companies like Koninklijke Moza. The industrial boom transformed the city's economy and skyline, as factories and workers' neighborhoods expanded beyond the old fortifications. The 20th century brought both hardship and renewal. Maastricht endured the impact of two world wars, with German occupation during the Second World War leaving deep scars. But in the post-war period, the city embraced modernization while preserving its historic core. On 13 and 14 September 1944, it was the first Dutch city to be liberated by Allied army. In 1992, Maastricht stepped onto the global stage with the signing of the Maastricht Treaty, which laid the foundation for the European Union and introduced the euro currency. This event cemented the city's identity as a bridge builder in European politics. Today, Maastricht blends its layered history with a vibrant cultural life. Roman ruins lie beneath modern shopping streets. Medieval churches coexist with lively cafes. Students from Maastricht University give the city a youthful energy, while its international character reflects its position at the crossroads of the Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany. The history of Maastricht is not just a sequence of events, but a tapestry woven from the threads of conquest, trade, faith, and diplomacy. It is a city that has reinvented itself time and again, yet never lost its sense of place, forever rooted by the River Meuse.